Hey YouTube, it's Guyman here, and welcome to my guide to Federation Delta Recruits. In this guide, I'll be showing you all the locations for the information and technology, as well as some of the rewards you can expect, and tips and tricks, so let's get right into it. The first thing you need to know is that you must complete the tutorial to become a Delta Recruit. However, if you wish to create multiple recruits without having to level them up right away, you only have to play to the end of the holodeck segment of the tutorial for you to get the test for communications device, which makes that character a Delta Recruit. I was browsing through the STO subreddit and saw this question asked by TommyBoy1984 and thought it would be a good idea to point this out. He asked, if you made a Delta Recruit, will you be able to get the rewards after the event ends? The answer being yes. You may complete the objectives at any time so long as you have the test for communications device on your character. You will however miss out on the bonus dilithium ore trait that gives you dilithium for kills in ground and space. But note that it's ore, not refined crystals. Alright, so you got your recruit and you're leveling them. What can you expect to get as you level? What's the incentive? You can choose a pack every 10 levels, up to level 40, giving you space weapons, space consoles, space equipment, or ground equipment. Space weapons is self-explanatory, as is the space consoles. The space equipment consists of engines, shields, deflector, etc., and the ground gives you armor, weapons, and shields. Once you hit level 50, you'll be rewarded with the Reputation Jumpstart package. This gives you 250 marks from each reputation up to Delta Alliance, 10,000 refined dilithium that can only be used on reputations, 500,000 EC, 500,000 expertise, and 2 Delta Vanguard tech upgrades. I will note here that I was wrong about these upgrades. They're actually quite good, giving you a little more than 2 Phoenix upgrades worth of tech points. Onto R&D, upon reaching level 1 in any school, you'll be rewarded with a pack of Doffs, with one standing out, Gumar. Gumar is an Aegis Doff, meaning he can help create the Aegis set, giving you a jump start if you wish to create it. After reaching level 5 in any school, you'll be given a choice to boost any school to level 10, or choose to take a 100,000 R&D XP bonus pool. As you complete missions and level your character, you'll complete story arcs, and you get rewarded for that too. Every story arc completed grants you with a pack containing 100 fleet marks, 1,000 dilithium ore, and 500,000 EC, excluding one, the Klingon War. This arc gives you a whopping 500 fleet marks, 5,000 lithium ore, and 2.5 million EC. Once you finish half of the story arcs, you'll be given a starship trait, Temporal Insight, which activates on hull heals to yourself and gives 2 seconds of immunity to all damage. Upon finishing all the story arcs on your list, you'll be given the improved version, which gives an extra 2 seconds to your immunity. You'll also be given a very rare photonic bridge officer for your trouble. If you choose to join a fleet after reaching level 30, you'll be given a bonus fleet project jumpstart pack, which gives 500 fleet marks, 50,000 fleet-only dilithium, and 100 holding commodities for the Embassy, Spire, and mining the asteroid. Now the part you've all been waiting for, I assume, or you just click the timestamp in the description. Nevertheless, here are all the locations for the Iconian information and technology. Starting with Stranded in Space, you can find your lost piece of technology hiding in the corner of the engine room. Next up, in Diplomatic Orders, we must send a transmission about the Iconians to the Undine ship in the last act of the mission, before blowing them to shreds. I hope it creates a long-lasting friendship. The next piece of intel comes from the mission Hide and Seek, where we find our encrypted information hiding on a computer in the back of the room. On to Stop the Signal, and in a very familiar room, we find a console off to our right with the information we seek at the end of the mission. In the mission Research or Rescue, the Iconian tech is pretty hard to find, so here's my location on the map, and we see it sitting under a giant tree, waiting for us to uncover its secrets. We find our hidden treasure in the hallway just after the bar fight in Treasure Trading Station. You can discover the Iconian secret weapon schematics in the room with the scientists and secret orders. After some ghost busting, you can claim your files at the console across from the personal logs in Skirmish. In a place with a little bit too much paranormal activity and crazy holograms, you can find a console with what you need at the end of What Lies Beneath. A little time travel never hurt anyone, so why not place the device you just found in the console you just found it at, and everything old is new.
Why would you ever want to do something like that?
Wow, Scotty can't take a hint, can he? Be a little more persistent and out of the comment. Am I really talking to a rock? I guess that's what I get for visiting the city on the edge of, well, never. Walk by the boring people to find the data you need in Temporal Ambassador. Meet the aliens responsible for Legacy of Romulus, and steal the Romulans' data in the last room on Installation 18. Forget the prisoner, she's no big deal. Download the data instead in Taurus. Find some pretty incriminating tech on Slavic ship in Colosseum. In Spoils of War, find out more about Gul Kardec's personal life in the command room of the Badlands Station. Scan the Iconian Gateway at the end of one of the most annoying missions in the game, cutting the cord. In the factory, you can find a strange device just after rappelling down some rocks and running down a flight of stairs. Find out what the Borg know in a gathering darkness. Assimilate Semiconian tech before downloading Borg data in the simulation. And with one last bad pun, we end our journey feeling cold after learning all of these secrets at the end of Cold Storage. Now that you've suffered through my terrible jokes, you may be wondering what made it worthwhile. Well, not only did you earn yourself a ton of 50-mark choice packages and a few lesser ones, but you also gained a Temporal Negotiator, reducing your buff ability cooldowns by 50% every 10 minutes, and a Paradox Corrector, which revives you and your teammates at 50% health, or heals 50% of all of you and your teammates' health. Well, that's it, so I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. It took me quite a while to record and put together, so if you want to see more content like this, drop a like and comment, and tell me how much you loved or hated my puns. And I'll keep that feedback in mind for the Klingon guide coming out soon. And with that, my fellow captains, this is Gowdy Men, signing off. Have a good one. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you have any advice, questions, compliments, or complaints, please put in the comments below. And as always, take care out there.